Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good, everyone's chilling, going about their day nice and lovely. Today, we are going to be doing a regular run of someone who is probably not that hard, but just enough to get me somewhere. Let's do you. Let's do this guy again. And if I die, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm recording this at 2 a.m. If I die, I die. I'm not going to start a new run. I'm not gonna keep it going. I am going to try my best to get a run in. Alright, I'm not gonna throw. I need to clear that up. I will not throw, but I will try my best to get a run in. And if I mess up, I mess up. So be it. But I promise y'all, I will not mess up and we're gonna get a run done. Anyways, hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing okay. Pretty tired. Just honestly very, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not done, but like, it's late, you know? It's late. I want to go to bed, but I haven't recorded Isaac at all today because I was pretty busy for most of the day. Woke up this morning, went to go play a little bit of Dying Light. Just kind of chill, relax. Afterwards, my brother came over and me and him were both hanging out, chilling. You know, just sort of shooting the shit with each other. Because he wanted to hang out with me, one, I believe before he goes on a business trip, and two, because he wanted to make something, all right? And this is where I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit, all right? I'm gonna take y'all back a little bit. Now, if you don't know my opinion on certain fast food locations by the name of Taco Bell, as someone who is Hispanic and eats Mexican food pretty much every single day, I am not a hater of Taco Bell, not in the slightest, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it might be a certain opinion or whatever of some people to be like, man, Taco Bell's really bad. It's not even like good Mexican food or whatever. And what I have to say to that, to refute that point, is I'm not eating Taco Bell because I think it's good Mexican food. I'm eating Taco Bell because I think it tastes good. Just straight up. So, a while back, years back, there was an item on the menu of Taco Bell. It's something my brother introduced to me while we were kind of just chilling out, and we were both a little hungry, and he's like, come on, let's go to Taco Bell. There's, like, you know, let me put you on something, as he says. And so we go to Taco Bell, and he orders at the window this item called a cheesy potato burrito. And he asked for it, no sour cream. Now, me, none the wiser, had no idea what the hell this was. And for any uninformed, any uninitiated people, a cheesy potato burrito is quite literally a burrito from Taco Bell that contains 1, their nacho cheese, 2, their seasoned beef, and 3, at the time, their little, like, fried potatoes. Little cut up pieces of potato that were really, I'm gonna be honest with you, really fucking good. And the entire burrito, oh, as well as sour cream. However, my brother asked for no sour cream. It was literally just nacho cheese, beef, and potatoes. And that was it. 3 items that alone, they're pretty solid, you know. The potatoes are good. Their beef is pretty good. And their nacho cheese is pretty good too. But when you combine them all into one, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. It became something different, bro. It metamorphosized into something beyond comprehension, dare I say. And it was the cheesy potato burrito that was like cheap as fuck, if I'm gonna be honest with you, alright? It was mad cheap for a cheesy potato burrito. So what we ended up doing is we decided, hey, you know what, man? I feel the need to clarify one thing. This item, this menu item, if you tried to go to your local TV, your local Taco Bell, your local tuberculosis and try and order this now, you would unfortunately be met with no, because this menu item no longer exists. I believe it was discontinued a few years back. I'm gonna be honest with you, I couldn't tell you why, because it was, in my opinion, I think their second greatest, no, not even. It was their first greatest. However, something has risen up in my heart to take its place. It was their greatest item, was the cheesy potato burrito. I think as a whole, if I'm correct, the entire scenario goes, Taco Bell just in general, I believe, stopped doing, what's the word I'm thinking of? Taco Bell in general just sort of stopped doing potatoes for a while. Unfortunate, you know. Is what it is though. What can you really do, if I'm gonna be honest? So it did kind of suck, if I'm gonna be honest with you, alright? If I'm gonna be completely a stack with y'all, it did kind of suck that it was discontinued. One of my favorite items on the menu, just completely, boom, gone, vanished overnight. It hurt, alright? It was unfortunate. However, we stayed strong, we stayed valiant. I tried myself a cheesy gordita crunch and then I realized, hold on, the cheesy gordita crunch might be their second greatest creation behind what godliness they used to have on their hands. But is what it is, you know? Not much you can really do. It's not like a petition or going to your local Taco Bell and being like, hey, can you make a cheesy potato burrito? And you know, like the employees that have been turned over 8 times are just gonna be like, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? No one's gonna know what the fuck it is. So you just kinda, you learn to forget. You learn to forget about it and you just move on with your life. However, a bright idea crossed our minds. And that was, hey, it sucks that the cheesy potato burrito is gone. However, what's stopping us from making it ourselves? And both me and my brother had the bright idea of, let's hang out, let's chill, and then for dinner, let's make some cheesy potato burritos. So what do we do? Alright, I'm gonna tell y'all the adventure of me and my brother going out to the store this morning. So after I played a little bit of Dying Light, my brother comes over and we're just kind of shooting the shit, chilling out for a bit, and then we decide we should probably go get the stuff, you know? I think it initially started with me having a slight interest because my brother had still, at this point, my brother still owes me, I think, like around $100 from something that I helped him with a while back. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you know, I got an idea. I've low-key kind of been wanting to get a new, not even a new, just a TV in my room. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but I used to have a TV in my room years ago, years back. However, when we had moved, you know, moved into a house with more rooms, and I gave up my TV for one of the rooms. And so, bada boom, Tony had all of a sudden lost a TV, but it didn't really matter to me because I never watched TV to begin with, truth be told. I would only ever watch cable, like at night, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. And I was still like, I was like a grown ass adult watching Nickelodeon and stuff, you know, fucking sue me, whatever. So I would only ever really watch stuff like that, nothing, you know, crazy or whatever. I didn't really need all the channels, I'm not that kind of person. And then, you know, years kind of go on, and at that point I'm kind of like even past just regular cable, you know what I mean? So for one, I never used my TV because I had a monitor for, you know, if I wanted to play games, I had a monitor. If I wanted to watch YouTube videos, I watch it on my PC, on my monitor, or on my phone. But overall, you know, just never really watching it otherwise. I don't use the TV. So I thought, don't need one. It has now been a couple of years, and I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, I still don't think I need one. However, the thought did cross my mind for a little bit of maybe. So we kicked this off with, let's go to Best Buy and see about getting me a TV. We look around. I see some cool stuff, you know, nothing too crazy, nothing that's really, if I'm gonna be honest, giving me like a wow factor or whatever, but I'm not expecting it to. Because TVs have evolved so much since, you know, like the times of yesteryear or whatever, you know what I mean? At this point, TVs are like a whole, not a thing of the past. I definitely don't think TVs are a thing of the past, but like, I mean, hell, man, you go to Best Buy and you can see like 40-inch TVs, 4K compatible, on sale for like $100-something, you know what I mean? If I'm gonna be honest with you, growing up, that was like low-key kind of unheard of, you know what I mean? One, 4K wasn't a thing, and two, just unheard of buying like a flat screen TV that is pretty large for a decent price, if I'm gonna be real with you. I think the TV industry is one of the few industries where like it has not been super monopolized yet, so it's low-key, you know, TVs are goated for the average consumer. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm yapping about nothing right now. So we're looking around, you know, I see some TVs, kind of interested, but nothing that's like, oh, I need that in my room right now. You know, I'm still debating it. And we decide later, you know, I'm like, I'll sleep on it. It was kind of like a spur of the moment. It'd be nice to have a TV in my room, but that's not spur of the moment money. You know what I mean? Just kind of being like, oh, let me just buy a TV. That's not spur of the moment money. But looking around window shopping, that was definitely something that you could do. Window shopping's free, you know? So we're looking around and I'm just, you know, debating. Maybe, maybe not. I'll keep you guys posted on that front. But then we decide, all right, let's go to, what's it called? Let's go to Costco, because one thing we're gonna need is we're gonna need beef. And Costco be selling them big ass, like, not bags, but like, you know, those little trays of ground beef. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, all right? I have seen, for like all my like protein maxers and whatever, I have seen a few videos on TikTok of people being like, brother, the move to do is you gotta go to like the meat dudes all the way in the back of the Costco, like by the rotisserie chicken, and you gotta ask them, you gotta be like, hey, can you sell me like those like wholesale, like big ass tubes of ground beef? And almost always they're probably just gonna be like, yeah, sure. We didn't do that because I'm gonna be real with y'all, I have social anxiety and I didn't want to ask. But I did debate it for a second. Anyways, we just grabbed a 5-pound tray of ground beef. Not bad. It was like 88.12, nothing too crazy. You know, not too fatty, but not too completely nothing. Fuck you, dude. I knew it was gonna be a bad trip. Balls of steel, baby! Puberty. So, you know, it is what it is, though. That's what I'm trying to say, really. Is we just, grab some 88.12 ground beef, nothing too crazy. And I decide, fuck it, let's move on. Let's keep moving on. So, moving along, scooching along. Go pay and whatnot. And we decide, all right, we got, oh, also grabbed the potatoes. Grabbed a giant bag of russet potatoes. So we decide, all right, we're done with this now. It's time for the grand finale. You know what I mean? The big deal. So we go back home, chill out for a little bit, just kind of relaxing. And then we're like, fuck it, let's go. Fuck you, dude. We say, fuck it, let's go. We go to Taco Bell. And in my mind, all right, I fucking look it up and the Google AI shit, once again, sunken complete, just being dog shit. My bad. I feel like, you know, if that one friend that's too woke, I feel like saying something sucks dick is like, you know, what's the word? It's like some internalized homophobia, you know? Talking to the wrong guy in that sense, but you know, regardless. Well, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not to be that one friend that's too woke. It's so stupid. It's such a fucking funny picture, bro. But, you know, if I'm just gonna be honest with you, man, I look it up, alright, and the Google AI being just complete dog water, as always, I fucking look it up, and it's like, can you buy like a big ass thing of nacho cheese from Taco Bell? And they're like, yes, you can buy a big little thing of nacho cheese from Taco Bell. Many places, you know, do have that going on. And I'm like, all right, sick nasty. We go to the fucking Taco Bell and we ask them, hey, we got a weird question. Can you sell us like a thing of nacho cheese? You know what I mean? And I know a thing, very descriptive, but you know what I mean. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Can you sell us like a big freaking cup or something of nacho cheese? And they're like, no, we can't do that. I'm sorry. And I'm like, you know what, man? What are we gonna do? Fuck, you know, me and my brother were just like, man, what the hell are we gonna do? And at that point, they did say that they did sell like the little ones. So I'm like, fuck it. I go onto the little kiosk because this is one of them Taco Bells where they got the fucking kiosk now. You know, you just gotta order your shit through there. I go to the little kiosk and I'm like, bro, what does it do again? A random dice room effect? I'm all scared. The motherfucker is under the mattress. Sorry. So I'm like, I look at my brother and I'm like, gotta do what we gotta do. And I, on the kiosk, go to the nacho cheese on the fucking like sides section, and I just start spamming the fuck out of that button, bro. I literally like 20 nacho cheeses, and I'm like, fuck it, let's buy it. My brother also said he owed me a Baja Midnight earlier because I did him a favor, so I'm like, fuck it, yeah, get that too. So overall, we order 20 nacho cheese sauces on the side and a Baja Midnight and a Baja Freeze. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, that might be one of the first time that this Taco Bell has seen an order of this caliber, of something so outrageous, so bodacious, dare I say. Because who the fuck do you know is out here being like, yeah, bro, can I get 20 nacho cheeses? Can I get 20 nacho cheese sides? Because, what's the word I'm thinking of? These dumbasses wanted it for some fuck all or whatever. Anyways, so I got it right here for 20 nacho cheese sauces. It was $16. If you want to do the math on that, I believe each one was 60 cents. It was 60 cents per nacho cheese sauce. All right. So spending $25 total because it was, oh, you did what? Sorry. Excuse me, geeking out for a second there. $25 because it was nacho cheese sauce plus the Baja. $25 for a freaking a Baja Midnight and a stupid ass little dumpy, bro. I know it's unironically actually a really good item, however, like it just kind of isn't doing much right now. I need to do boss rush, okay. Let's go beast, might as well. I feel like that'd be the shortest route, I'm gonna be real with you. So, a large Baja Mountain Dew Midnight and then a regular Baja Freeze. That's freaking what? That with tax, $25, alright? And look, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Is it stupid to go to your local Taco Bell and order just 20 nacho cheese sides? Yeah, it's kind of fucking dumb. But one, it was funny as hell between me and my brother. We were laughing our asses off. And two, apparently there's like no, I looked online, there's like no other way to get nacho cheese sauce from Taco Bell. They don't sell it. Any recipe I looked up online had people being like, yeah, I don't know about this one, bro. You know, it was like, you want to mix Cheese Whiz with pickled jalapenos? And like, I don't think pickled jalapenos is the most disgusting thing on planet Earth. More so the fact that it's like Cheese Whiz with pickled jalapeno, you know? It just got me like, man, this cannot be for real. So I'm just like, fuck it, you know? You gotta make do with what you got, you feel me? With what you have, you kinda gotta country girls make do with it, so. So what do? We fucking made do. Alright, we decided, fuck it. We ball. We're gonna buy these nacho cheeses. Now, I will say, we ended up going home and I decided, I kind of had this genius idea. I'm gonna be real with y'all. All right, you can go ahead, call me a genius, call me whatever you want. I decided, all right, I looked up like a video and the video was like what you're gonna want to do, like, cause you know, in my mind, I kind of knew. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, I felt proud of myself here. I felt proud of myself because this is like one of my first real cooking experiences, dare I say. I know it's like making a mock meal from Taco Bell, but I'm being genuine. This is one of the few times where like I used my creative side of cooking and I made an executive decision to do something. All right. So from memory, all right, I literally had to pull this shit from memory and a YouTube video that I saw like the night before where I'm like, how do you make a cheesy potato burrito? All right. I decided to look it up. How the fuck do you make a I thought I had the high priestess. That was stupid of me to do. Very risky. It worked out in the end. It seems like the items are actually really good. But insanely risky for me to kind of just pull it off out of nowhere, man. What's my deal? So the video I saw was like, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to, like, you know, mix up garlic powder and paprika, and then you're gonna want to like cut up your potatoes into small, very small little bits, and you're gonna want to throw them in an air fryer at 400 for like this many minutes or whatever. And I'm gonna be real with you, all right? A part of me was kind of looking at it and I was like, I could see that being good. However, that's not how the burrito, in my mind, I literally, in my mind palace, bro, went back in time, theoretically went back in time and like revised history, bro, you know? I looked back on it with a sense of purpose, and I was like, I have to recall, how did this taste? So I looked back on it and I realized the potatoes, the way that because I haven't had Taco Bell potatoes since they fucking discontinued the item, bro. So I'm like, all right, the way I remember it, Taco Bell potatoes, they were maybe a little slightly, not crunchy, but they had a flavor on the outside, and on the inside, they were soft, nice, luxurious, fluffy little pillows of just joy, dare I say. So, in my knowledge, I had to dig deep, all right? And I remember a while back when I first started off cooking, one of the first things that I decided to learn was a nice breakfast thing of ham and cheese omelet with home fries. So I'm like, wait a minute. Calling upon my knowledge, I remembered home fries, you parboil them so they can get soft and fluffy from the boiling process, and then you just kind of just fry them the remainder of the time. And I decided, fuck it, air fryer, because everything in the air fryer is amazing. So I take it upon myself to boil these potatoes instead of like the video said, like that I saw literally the night before. It was like, you're just gonna want to throw them straight into the air fryer with some seasoning. I'm like, nah, because I feel like it's not gonna come out the same. So I parboil them. Then after they're soft, you know, piercing with a fork, very easy, I throw them bitches in the air fryer. All right. Oh, I should have took. God damn it, man. I forgot. Whatever, man. Oh, I fly. I'm so stupid. So I just decided in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm gonna make the executive decision compared to the video that I saw. I think this was gonna be for the better. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Was it? Tony, was it really for the better? Fuck yes, it was, bro. Have you ever tried home fries? They're good as hell. Crispy exterior, yet a soft, fluffy interior. It is unironically one of the greatest ways to make a potato. Let alone air frying them, they came out good as fuck. So, all together. Oh, and my brother, he didn't make the Taco Bell seasoning. We bought it from Target because Taco Bell sells their own seasoning. So that was pretty good. So, Taco Bell seasoning from Target with the ground beef, with the nice and lovely home fries that were made. I'm not gonna lie to you, they were really good. And then we decide I'm going to, with a rubber spatula, take out these 20 nacho cheese cups and pour them into a bowl. And with the spatula, you know, I had to like grind the edges to make sure it got every last drop out. But we ended up using 10 cups of nacho cheese. So we still have 10 more in the fucking fridge right now. 10 cups of nacho cheese. And just some regular old flour tortillas. And we fucking mix them, bro. We make history. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I think in the moment where I rolled up my first burrito and then my brother rolled up his first burrito and we both tried it, we were both in nirvana, bro. We had experienced the glory of childhood wonder and dreams once more. Because I took a bite into that cheesy potato burrito that we made ourselves, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Alright? I'm not as articulate as I would like to be. I find it hard to find the correct words and terms I want to use to express the way I felt in this scenario. I'm gonna explain it the best I can, but it felt like me and my brother were just young again, just chilling, not a care in the world, doing whatever the fuck we want. I didn't have a job. He was just like, you know, working his working with my cousin and whatnot at some random fucking job in Target or whatever. And we were both just chilling. We decide, let's go get cheesy potato burrito. Like I had it for the first time, you know what I mean? It was amazing, bro. It was great. It came out so good. I think, you know, just not to, you know, boss myself up here. I think my decision to make the potatoes home style way, home fries style, was easily, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't think it saved it, because I mean, we don't know. It could have been good otherwise. But I can't imagine eating it any other way other than with the home fries style. You know? It was damn good, man. To be transported back a few years to just enjoy some nice food with my brother without a care in the world, just kind of living, existing, enjoying each other's company and just having a good time, eating some good food as brothers. It felt damn good, man. I'll be so real with you. I didn't think cooking food with my brother and eating a remake of a burrito that some random fucking fake ass Mexican fast food location had, you know, would bring me to a point like that, but it did. And it was nice. I'll be so real with you. It was really nice to be able to experience that with my brother again. It was great. It was very, 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 very nice. Then, reason why we bought 5 pounds of it wasn't because we decided to just make 5 pounds for us to fucking pig out on. It was because I had some friends coming over and wanted to feed them as well, because I don't think any of them ever had the cheesy potato burrito, considering it was a, like, not a limited time item, but you know, they just kind of stopped making them. So, and like usually you're not really like put on to like a new item, you know what I mean? Like, usually the way it works is that like you get your one item at Taco Bell or one item at a fast food location, and then you just kind of stick with that for like life, you know? You don't experiment with fast food. You mainly just kind of get one thing and you stick to it. And that's your go-to order for life, you know? Too much shit on the screen, man. I can't see. But yeah, we had some friends coming over. So, I'm gonna be real with you. We had to, what's the word I'm thinking of, man? We had to show out, dare I say. So what we fucking did is we decided, hey, the black heart is such a good thing though. Fuck it, why not? There's no point. There's no point. Oh, we gotta go down. I still lost the heart. Or no, I didn't lose the heart. I missed out on a potential heart. That's what it is. So, 3 of my friends came over and made food for them. And I'm gonna be real with you. It really kind of just goes to show how cheap things can be if you make them yourself, alright? Now, I will say, cheesy potato burrito, it was low-key a deal that could not be beat. It was like $1 back in the day. Back when it still existed, it was like $1, you know? You can't beat that. That's such a fucking goated price, like, unironically. That is one of the greatest prices of all time. If anything's a fucking $1, man, you're instantly like, holy shit, this is wicked. You know, in this economy, fucking hell. So, OG item being $1, we just decide, F it, man. That's gonna be the why did I say F it, man? That's gonna be the baseline. That's gonna be the baseline for how we're counting this and whatnot. So, base item was $1. and that got you 1 burrito. It was like $1 per burrito. All right. Now, time to factor in these prices. So, the potatoes is a fucking 5-pound bag of potatoes, and I only used 3 potatoes. So, my bad. I had to like figure out a way how to kill him. If it's a 3-pound bag of potatoes, all right, we have to do some fucking quick math right here, bro. So one thing I remember, it was, I believe, $25 or something like that. It was $25 for the, what's it called? For the ground beef. 5 pounds, $25, roughly $5 a pound. Nothing amazing, but nothing horrible, you know? We used 3 pounds. We used 3 pounds of beef when we cooked. So that's roughly $15 right there, all right? $15 worth of beef alone. Then we used 10 cheese sauces. 20 was $16, so $8 in cheese sauce, all right? That is 15 plus 8, what is that gonna be? That's 24. No, 23. I'm stupid as fuck, dude. $23, all right? $23. And then, what if I just killed myself? My bad, I didn't mean that. Not like that. And then the potato is a hard thing to calculate. I'm gonna be so real with you, man. The potato's a fucking hard one to calculate, man, because I can't. You know what I mean? I don't have, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, I don't have the potato prices, and I gotta like index it, you know, by like, oh, how much do the potatoes cost and whatnot. Index it, bro. Think he's smart. Whatever. I'm doing math right now. Y'all gonna learn. All right, so. Costco potatoes. All right. Gold potatoes, same day delivery. Yup. It's exactly what I wanted. No, I did not want fucking potatoes to be delivered to me, bro. Is this it? Oh my god, this screen is bright, man. Oh my goodness, is that real? It's a 10-pound bag. I was wrong. It wasn't 5 pounds, it's 10 pounds. So we got 10 pounds of potatoes, and I used around 3 potatoes. I don't know what the fucking index on that is, so let's say that was 1 pound. 3 potatoes, let's say that's roughly a pound of potatoes, alright? So for fucking $6, god damn. What is that? About 60 cents a pound. So 60 cents for a pound of potatoes, $8 for 10 nacho cheeses, and then $15 for the 3 pounds of beef. And then it was 3 packets of the Taco Bell seasoning, 1 per pound. So that was in a grand total of how many? I think it was 79 cents each. So that's like $2.10. Your grand total, $2.10 with the 60, that's like $2.75. Let's round that up, $2.75. $2.75 tacked on to the $23. $25.75. You would expect that to get you at least with the OG Taco Bell price, all right? The fucking 10 years ago Taco Bell price, you would expect that to get you at least minimum 25 fucking burritos. Let's count. I ate 3 burritos. My brother ate 3 burritos. My friends came over. One of them ate, I'm pretty sure, 5, and then the other one ate 5. That is 16 off rip. And then a third friend of mine ate fucking what? How many? No, I ate 4 burritos because I made the last one into one for me. You know, for the chef. So that's 7. That's 7 with me and my brother. 5 and 5 with my friends. 10, 17, plus my friend who ate 3. That's 20 burritos. That's like roughly 20 burritos. I forgot to factor in the fucking cost of the tortilla, but my brother went, so I don't even know. All right, that's roughly. Let's round up. Let's say it was $3 for a pack of tortillas. You know what I mean? What is it? 24 count tortillas. Unless tortillas got expensive as fuck. $3. Yeah, $3. That's what I'm seeing here. Oh, that's for corn. $3.49. So round up. What is that? Fucking. What did we say? 20. We said 25.75. Let's add 3. 28. 28.75. All right, 28.75. And that was 20 burritos. 20 divided by 28. I think I did that wrong. I think it's 28 divided by 20. Because 28 was the amount and 20 was what we got. It's $1.40. That's $1.40 per burrito. You know how fucking good that is? Let alone in this economy. A fucking bag of chips and nacho cheese from Taco Bell costs you $3. 3 buckaroonies for a fucking side of nacho cheese and stupid ass chips. So to make a burrito that contains a good amount, and they don't be skimping on you either, we filled them bitches up with a good amount of potatoes, a good amount of nacho cheese, and a good ass amount of beef. We got $1.40 per. We might have just created the best deal known to man, but you know what? It don't matter. Anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time of viewing this. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.